Boy, you better get you one of these. Wake up, he got flowers by my knees. Get you wanna, get you wanna, get you wanna, get you one of these. Let me stop, cause why am I singing? Y'all here for story time in this vlogmas. Y'all like, get to it. I'm gonna make this story fast because I have a ride. It's on the way, okay? Well, they told me they were getting dressed. I haven't got the dreadful on the way text because when they say on the way, that means I have 13 minutes, okay? Until they get to my gate and they be ringing it. But we're here with another mental hospital story time, okay? And this story time, you guys, is relatively short. I talked about it briefly in the last story time when I was like, I got my ass whooped, okay? Out in the park, which I did, okay? I was trying to remember, did I tell the story? I didn't see any videos of me telling the story. I didn't click any videos, but I didn't see like any title or anything where it's like I told the story already. So I guess it's time for me to tell it, okay? Because this day or these section of days were actually very chaotic. So I was well into my journey at this hospital. Wait, run the intro. Run the intro. So I was well into my journey at the mental hospital. Like I be saying all the time, girl, I was there from December all the way to June. Right about now, this story is somewhere in the middle of April, okay? Somewhere in the middle of April. Now, like I spoke about in the last story, Dylan had left, Justin had left, Ian had left, okay? But I really wasn't friends with Ian. I had a couple other friends that were there at the table that was there long enough, but they don't have any juicy stories. But this story is about some crazy people that joined the hospital, okay? There's people joining the hospital every fucking hour. Well, not every hour, every 4 to 5 hours there's somebody joining the hospital. But I don't really want to talk about people if they're not interested. Some people just come there, get the help they need and leave. But these people we're going to talk about, girl, Lord Almighty. Okay, so this boy, we're going to name him Cleveland because he looked and sounded like Cleveland Brown. Swear to God, Jesus kill me right now. They never hear the rest of the story if I'm lying. Like, baby, looked and sounded just like Cleveland Brown. So we're gonna name him Cleveland. It was this boy named Cleveland. He was there for a couple days, really never paid him any mind until we had this interaction out at the park. So we're out at the park and he's, I don't know, I'm not a doctor, so I can't name what mental illness that he has, but he's not like me. He's not like us. He's not like us, and there's nothing wrong with not being like us, of course. But he had like a mental illness where you could tell something was off with him, but he still could have fluent conversations. Now, we were out at the park. I was sitting on the swings, and I was just swinging on the swing, and I don't know who I was speaking to, but I was sitting on the swing talking to somebody. Cleveland ends up walking up, and this is my first interaction with him. Now, I've seen him every single day on this unit with me, but this was my first interaction with him. Walks up to me, he asks me for the swing, and I'm just like, you know the catty bitch I am. I've been here since December, darling. The catty bitch I am. I've been here since December. Ain't nobody getting this fucking swing, bitch. Ain't nobody getting this goddamn swing.
Back the fuck up.
So he asked me for the swing, and I'm like, you know, I'm not getting off the swing. So he kind of stands there at the pole and tries to like intimidate me. And he's looking at me, he's making all type of noises. And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck how crazy you are. We're all crazy. We all in this one hospital, bitch. I'm not getting off this swing. So he's standing at the swing pole and he's making noises and I'm swinging, bitch. The louder he's going, the higher I go on the swing, bitch. Now I come to like, you know, slowing down the swing because I'm going up, bitch. I'm going up, going down. I come slowing it down to just rock it normally because at first I was going all the way up, kind of pissing him off. And as I'm swinging on the swing normally, he comes up to me and he holds onto the swing. Now, when he holds onto the swing, I push him. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, of course. Of course, Jalen pushes the boy that's not fully here with everybody. I'm sorry, y'all. I won't ever do it again. I pushed that nigga because what the fuck are you holding onto this swing, motherfucker, for? Like, bitch, you ain't getting it. Now, you really ain't getting it. You ain't getting it. You ain't getting it now that you're here. Bitch, you would never see this swing. Bitch, you would never see this swing. So he holds onto the swing and I pushing him. And when he gets up, he's the same noise. And coming at me full speed, you guys. Swear to God, start whooping my ass on the swing. Whooping my ass on the swing. Now, I pushed him, but I wasn't gonna beat this slow nigga up. I mean special. I mean, you Nick! Whew, Jesus. I wasn't gonna beat this you Nick fella up. I wasn't gonna beat this you Nick fella up. So he's whooping me, girl. He's whooping me now. He whooping my ass. But he throwing punches and he landed a couple of them bitches, but they ain't worth for a damn. So he landed these punches and out of nowhere, one of the guidance counselors, or what do you call them? I can't remember what you call them. Jesus, this happened when I was in the 9th grade. One of the guidance counselors comes up and he kind of like pulls him away from me. Now, when he pulls him away from me, I'm like, I jump up off the swing and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with your crazy ass? So I'm going off and I'm just cussing him out because, like I said, I'm not gonna hit him. He's like, he's not fully here. He just beat me up over a fucking swing. He's not fully here with us. So I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So I'm going off with whatever. I'm like, bitch, you ain't never gonna get this motherfucking swing. You'll never see a swing a day in your motherfucking life unless in your goddamn neighborhood. Like, I'm going off. Okay, I'm going off, bitch. I'm the queen of the swings, bitch. The queen of the swings. So they pull him back inside because, girl, he didn't whoop the OG. And like I said, I'm the realest bitch in here. I've been here since December. So they moved him on in. Now, that was the first story. Me and him had no interactions with each other after that because he was a unique fella, and he would be on and off our unit. Sometimes he'll sleep in the room with 2 other roommates, or sometimes they'd have him in that room alone room that I spoke to y'all about that was right beside the classroom. Y'all remember that story. See, if you lost, bitch, it's not my job to explain. What are you doing? Story 20. This is story 20. Go back 19 stories, bitch. Okay, I'm not re-explaining. We're near the end. We're near the end of this shit. Okay, I said I got it in June. We're in April. Girl, if you confused, you ain't watching none of the stories. Okay. Any which way, seen him, but not really interacting with him anymore. Like I said, he wasn't really here with us fully, so it wasn't no pressure. It wasn't no beef. It wasn't no like every time he seen me in the cafeteria, you know, he needed that, he wanted that. You know, it wasn't no pressure. So this next story happens a couple days after. I can't remember how many days because things became very blurry. Okay, I hope I didn't skip over Easter. Did I skip over Easter? I don't think I skipped over Easter because I was there from December to June, and I seen Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day, Easter. I was out of there before my birthday. But I don't think I told the Easter story yet. I got to check the calendar to make sure I'm telling everything in order, okay? But a couple days later, okay, I don't remember how many days later it was because like I said, things are becoming a blur. I've been in there for fucking months. But a couple days later, it's this white boy, he comes, okay? And white boys, they would always come from Mississippi or either Arkansas. They wasn't prone to staying here in Memphis. Like I said, this hospital was a pretty big hospital here in Memphis, and if you watching from Memphis, you probably know exactly what hospital I'm talking about. And like, yeah, all this shit happened plus a little bit more. But white boys would come from either Arkansas or they would come from Mississippi. They wouldn't come from Memphis. Like I said, people would come from different states. Majority like the states around us. They wasn't nobody coming from Georgia, or wasn't nobody coming from New York. But like the states around us, they would come from Alabama, Mississippi, or Arkansas. This boy, he was from Mississippi. I remember him being from Tupelo, Mississippi, which isn't too far, but still far enough, okay? He comes from Tupelo, Mississippi, and he was a unit transfer. I remember that. I remember because the people were talking about we were getting him from another hospital. Delta, I think. Delta Hospital or something like that. They were transferring him from one mental hospital because he was showing the fuck out. And now it was time for him to come over to this hospital, which is, you know, I'm not going to name this hospital, but it was time for him to be transferred hospitals. So he gets there or whatnot. And like I said, I've been here so long. I'm getting the gossip. I'm listening. I'm in the front of the damn room. The staff are right there talking about, you know, we have a transfer coming, and they're talking dog shit about him. They're talking about he spit in people's face. He's tore up the hospital, And I'm just thinking like, oh, dang, girl, whoever this boy is, they ain't gonna be playing with him. I can't remember if they gave his name up just yet because I couldn't figure out if he was white or black. But I knew he was not gonna be doing that shit in that motherfucking hospital. Not on my watch.
Not on my watch.
I knew he wasn't gonna do that shit in my hospital because these black people do not fuck around. I told y'all a couple stories ago. They would take you in that room, take you out back, and whoop your ass. So, I wasn't expecting him to do none of that shit in the hospital. Girl, he did the first fucking night. This boy gets there, comes in, he's really cool. He's really cool for the most part, but they end up putting him into the room by himself when we were all doing like TV. Because at night, we would go into the room, we would have like snacks. They would give us like fucking Cheez-Its and a fucking apple juice, girl, and we were sitting there and watching the TV. Now the TV had glass around it. Well, not glass, plastic around it. Sorry. The TV had plastic around it so nobody could throw anything and break the TV. But anyways, this white boy, we have to give him a name. Blake. Okay, Blake, this is his first night. He did dinner with us, but when we all went into the room to watch TV, they separated him and put him back into his room on some punishment type shit. Mind you, he hasn't done anything in this hospital just yet, but they know he's transferred for turn up the last hospital. So I guess he can't participate in nightly funly gathering watching the fucking Nickelodeon Junior shit. I guess he can't participate in that. So they put him into the room, and when he is put into the room, he sets that bitch off. He sets that bitch off. He's going off. He's cussing out people. It's some bullshit going on. I'm not really like wanting to go and look in the room because they're in the room. Whatever's going on in the room is going on in the room. I can't see it. I want to get up out of the TV room and go and look because it's just next level messy. Like, this next level messy. But we can clearly hear there's a rumble in this castle, bitch. Okay, there's a Royal Rumble happening a couple fucking doors down. So there's a rumble happening. They end up subduing him and putting him on the monkey juice that I talked to y'all about, which was literally a liquid Benadryl that they would like shoot into your ass, like, and they would put you on a heart monitor, put some on your finger, and make sure you were good, but you were knocked the fuck out. Now you wouldn't just get shot and knocked the fuck out like immediately, but you were gone in about 3-4 minutes. Bitch, you were gone about 3-4 minutes, okay? So he's tearing that motherfucking room up where it gets so bad, the nurse has to come down with the monkey juice, aka the liquid Benadryl, shoots him in his ass, and he sleeps for the day. He sleeps for the rest of the night. His roommates, I think they end up sleeping in the room with the TV. They end up sleeping in the room with the TV, and it was just him and a nurse, you know, with the heart monitor, for the remainder of that night. So the next day happened. Of course, that motherfucker does not go to lunch. Okay, of course not lunch. That nigga does not go to breakfast. He does not go to breakfast, girl. It's breakfast on the unit for him. But we go to breakfast. We have a great old breakfast. He ends up getting introduced to the day, I think, during RT. We were in the little art room doing art that day. We wasn't outside. We were doing art that day, and he comes in, you know, hey y'all.
Hey. How y'all doing?
How y'all doing? And I'm like, girl, how the fuck are you doing, bitch? I'm like, how you doing, bitch? How you doing? So he comes into the room and he's, you know, he speaks or whatnot. And it's a very awkward situation. But after RT, we go to lunch. Now, as we go to lunch, he sits over by the door. It's a door leading to the outside, but you can only get through that door if you have a key, and then that door goes to the garbage can, and then it's a fence around the garbage can. So if you know you go out the door, you ain't going nowhere. But he sits by that door. He sits by that door, and as we having lunch, we have lunch. Lunch is great. It's nothing memorable about the fucking lunch, okay? They line us the fuck up. They line us the fuck up. I gotta speed this story up. Oh my goodness, because my rider said on the way. They line us the fuck up, and as we're lining up, he gets to the back of the line, and we're about to walk out. We're about to walk out. This nigga turns around and he hits. This is a tall white man. When I tell you Blake was about a good 6'7". If I could find a nigga that looked like him, he was a good tall white linebacker, white country boy. He was tall as fuck, okay? Tall, buff a bit, real skinny but buff a bit. You get it? Now this nigga goes, turns around, dots back to the door that I was telling you guys about, hits it with his shoulder about 3 times. The motherfucker swings open. Never seen no shit like that, and I've been in this bitch since December. Bitch, I said, what the fuck is going on? I'm gagging. He hits the door and he runs. Now, of course, I don't run out of the door because, girl, I know we ain't no free children. We is not the free children of Uganda. Bitch, we are not free today because it's a big ass gate. Ain't nothing out there but the garbage can. You done bust through that door and ran to the garbage can. You done bust through that door and ran to the garbage can. I'm not joining this. Maybe if you know you bust to a different dog, but I'm not joining this. So they run behind him and they get him. Before I fucking know it, over the screen, or what they call it, the roof, not the roof, intercom. Over the intercom, them motherfuckers cold green, moral story. A bitch has got out. A bitch has got out, girl. Cold green. I'm like, oh, it's going down. Mind you, everybody is running behind this man. It's a big open space out there, but ain't nothing but the garbage can and them gates. So everybody has left us in the damn line, okay? Left us in the damn line. We're standing there, girl, shook up. They're all running behind this fool, and he is, girl, giving a run for his money. That's why I said, girl, he had to be like a running back. Because he was, I don't know where the fuck he was going to go. Like, you escaping him to go where? There's a gate. You bust through this door for nothing. Like, wrong door. So they finally get him and they bring him back to the unit. This nigga is on unit restriction. They actually put him in one of them little padded rooms to the side. Girl, I never seen that man ever again. Never ever seen him ever again. When you do shit like that in the hospital, when you bust out them doors, you're done. You're done. You're done. Never seen him ever again. But baby, he was standing on business. They were gossiping about him 26 hours before, talking about, you know, how he wasn't gonna do this and how we're gonna do that. And he got there and did all that shit a little bit more. They stood on business. I want to say my people stood on business in the hospital. They stood on business, but he was standing on business too. Up until that day, and from that day forward, I had never seen no shit like that. That nigga bust through the fucking door. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I hope I can find pictures of this hospital and kind of blur it out and make it the background, because I'm messy like that. There is a couple pictures of the hospital blurred out in my background for a couple of these videos, but I'm gonna try to find this location of the hospital where it went the fuck down, and I'm gonna try to put it in the background. Okay, don't tell nobody. But I love y'all so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay blessed, stay humble, and I'll definitely see y'all in a different video. Bye.